Oh, hi, my friends. I'm so excited to talk to you about one of my favorite things. And I need you to like breathe because this can be an emotional topic. And it's going to be kind of that way as we talk about all things power shift. It can get a little dicey, it can get a little emotional, but you've got to trust me that I promise you there is another place at the other side that is going to feel so victorious to you. So, stay with me. Are you ready? We're going to talk about tracking. We are going to be consumed with tracking, and we're going to track without obsession. And we're going to find data that serves us. Okay. So it's about taking things that are sometimes emotional and making that logical. And when you can put it in a data form and it becomes logical, then you now have more control than you did before. And that is what I'm all about. And we're going to be intentional. That's our word, intentional. So I'm going to show you and teach you, show you, talk to you about how tracking can either free you or it can trap you. Because I want you to learn how to use it as a tool instead of a weapon against yourself. Okay. It's really important that you find that sweet spot in the middle. So guys, we as women, we track everything naturally. I was thinking about earlier, I was like, well, we track our periods. I'm like, well, I had a hysterectomy. I don't have a period anymore. But like I did before, we track things in our household. We track our money. We maybe possibly balance our checking account every once in a while. It's a hypothetical. I don't know. So we track everything. And because it's important, because it's not about creating fear and anxiousness, it's about creating confidence because it gives you clarity. If you don't know the numbers, then you simply do not know, because then it becomes about you feel and I feel and I feel. And my emotions are wonderful, but they can also be completely controlling. Am I right? So we are in a power shift. We're going to track steps because we want to increase movement. Quite simply, we've got to move our bodies more. And I would challenge that to virtually every person. And even me, I'm a high movement person, right? But there was a time, and it was exactly a year ago, that I'm like, Heather, you're not moving enough. And so I went and got a little stepper, and I was like, oh, yep, right. I'm not moving and near enough. I will be embarrassed if I would tell you how little I was moving, because I worked out every day, but my movement during the day was not enough. So I had to put a walk in the afternoon. I didn't think I had time. Oh my gosh. I was so stressed about it. Now it's like nothing, second nature, and I love it. But you've got to track it. If I didn't track it, I wouldn't have known. So another thing that I started doing, I did it a long time ago when I started lifting weights, and then I went away from it, and now I'm back to it. You track how much you can lift. I'm telling you, there is no better feeling, no better, because I have an app that does mine. So I go in there and I look at what I did the last workout with the same movements, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to beat you. And some days, like yesterday, I was like, no, I'm probably not going to beat you today, but maybe I could get one more rep in, or maybe I could just match it. Like sometimes you're just like, I'm just going to do what I can do. But if I didn't know, then I would be playing willy nilly and I would just be doing whatever I felt in the moment, which is not logical. So we track sleep. Guys, we are going to be psycho about sleep. We're not going to be psycho about anything else, but we're going to be psycho about sleep, because those people out there that say you sleep when you're dead, those people are not healthy people. We sleep and we want 7 to 8 hours a night, and you got to track it. We track food. We're not going to track food to be good or bad, or we're not going to punish ourselves. Or I had a cookie for breakfast this morning. Just going to be honest with you, but it's okay. It's okay. It fits in my puzzle piece of my food for the day, but I wouldn't know that unless I tracked it. So we are going to track it. And here's another thing that you might not like. We're going to track body composition. I am going to challenge you to go find a place that you can get a free assessment. we have a place called Supplement Superstore, and you can just go get, it's called InBody. So if you just want to Google InBody next to you, gyms are going to have it, personal trainers are going to have it, spas sometimes have it. Ours is a supplement store, and you just go, and it's not perfect by any means, but it's a number that can be tracked, that can be challenged, that can be moved, that can be improved upon. It is going to tell you your body fat. It is going to tell you your how much muscle you have. It's going to tell you how much you're retaining water. It's going to tell you. But if you continue to put your head in the sand and go la 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 la, I don't want to know, then you can't change anything. And here's the deal. Your body has the body fat that it has, right? Whether you know it or not does not change anything, but at least you have a fighting chance if you actually know that number, and then it becomes fun and it's a game. Okay, well, I know it's that number. Okay, I got it. Now, next time I come in here next month, that number is going to be smaller. And then now you have control. Now you're not just living in your head about, I'm too overweight, I'm carrying too much body fat, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so go get your body composition done. We do not guess. We are intentional. We are grown-ups. We are going to track our numbers, and we're going to know everything. We want to consume information because it makes us powerful. Okay, so it's not a morality judgment. You know, I'm the same person. My self-worth, who I am as a human being is the same as it was 30 pounds ago. I just am in control of myself. So we're not going to pass judgment on ourselves. It just is what it is. It's just information. It's just a mirror. It's not a report card, and it's just logical. It's just information. And so we're just trying to make things as less emotional as we possibly can. So tracking does not control you, but it is something that we absolutely do. Okay, so why tracking works, and you don't even have to like it for it to work. It's still going to work because it is not about punishment. It's not about discipline. It's not about any of those things. It's about awareness. It's not restrictive. It just removes confusion. And don't you feel like I've heard so many people say to me, I just feel chaos. I just feel confusion. I just feel out of control. Numbers, they just ground you. They just ground you and say, we got this. Because a tracked number either grows or it moves, it makes progress. It could be low, but we don't know if we don't know. Okay, so now, you know, we're going to track food is one of the really big things that we're going to track. That's I in Shift, intentional eating. What we're looking for here is where's our patterns? Where do we eat that's not under control? You know, one of the things I say all the time to myself, and now I have an audience, so I'm so excited. I just been talking to myself for, 20 years over here, is grown-ups don't snack. That's what I say to myself, Heather, grown-ups don't snack. Grown-ups plan healthy meals. Now, if you need to eat 4, 5, 6 times a day, do it, but don't snack. Snack is reaching for something that is not going to make a difference in your body composition or really how you feel. It's just mindless. And that is the opposite of what we're going here for. We want to know things. I would rather you have another full meal than grab a snack. Grown-ups don't snack. If that's the thing you get out of this, then it'll work. Okay. Removes, when you track, it just removes emotional decision making, right? Because you're not reaching for that handful of potato chips, that handful of nuts, things like that. And it builds self-trust. And that is, what is that? F in our Shift is follow through, building integrity with ourselves, keeping promises to ourselves. What if your promise was, I promise to not snack today? Oh my gosh, wouldn't you feel amazing at the end of the day? You felt so victorious and so powerful. So what these things, because I'm sure you feel this way now or you have in the recent past, is I feel like I'm doing everything right, but the scale is not moving, or my body's not responding, or whatever the case is. The tracking will show the gap. And if you're willing to track, that means you're going to see the answer. And I've got some great stories for you as we dig into this, but I have notoriously trying to look for the magic bean my whole life, right? Like, just give me the magic pill. Just give me, I'm not losing weight. I actually had this thought. It was during COVID. I'll just tell you, I gained like 50 pounds during COVID. It was awesome. This is why I'm so passionate about this, guys, because I have lived that life. And I remember thinking, I'm 50 pounds higher than I am right now. And I remember thinking, well, I'm probably not losing weight because of the omega-3 gummies that I was taking because they had sugar wrapped on. Do you do you think that I was 50 pounds overweight because there was sugar on my vitamin gummies? That's the kind of things that you think in your head. It's just that one thing. Maybe I need to do that one thing, or I'm doing that one thing wrong. It's probably not. It's probably a whole bunch of little things, but you don't know until you track it. When you feel like you're failing, this is another way. If you feel like you're not making any progress and you're stuck, if you're looking at the numbers, I bet you see more progress there than you did before. Even if my app shows me I'm getting stronger, that's awesome. And my app always shows me I'm getting stronger. You know why? Because I am, because I'm tracking it. I never tracked and I never got stronger. I'm so excited for you guys, by the way. Just so excited. Okay, tracking shortens the distance between effort and results. All we're doing is we're closing the gap. So you could be one of two different kinds of people. There are the I hate tracking people. Like it feels overwhelming. It feels constrictive. It feels like punishment. Maybe there's a little triggering of like some past things that you did or were told about yourself or any of those. It could be triggering. I absolutely know. But the thing is, you don't have to track forever. You just have to track until you understand. Like I don't track my food now. What I do is I know that if I eat these certain things, I'm such a basic eater, and that's a good thing, by the way. I eat the same things and I love them. They make me feel happy and they make me feel full and they make me feel like I'm not restricting myself. I love what I eat and I eat the same things all the time. And I know that when I eat these things, if I start on Monday, by Friday, I'm going to feel leaner. I'm going to be less puffy. I probably will lose a pound or so because I've tracked it for so long that now I don't have to track it. That's what you want to get to. Now it's just habit eating. And I know that if that scale goes up, I got to go back to tracking, find where the little hole is. And it's usually in the form of a cookie or like 3 cookies. And that sometimes that's exactly what it is. I'm conscious, I know that, but I got to bring it back up to the front. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed if you're that kind of person that hates tracking. You can just track one thing for 7 days and see how you do it. Don't change anything, just track. All you're looking for, and this is the exciting part, all you're looking for is information. We are hoarding information. We are collecting it. We want to know everything because then we can do something about it. So we're just going to get curious. How about that? If you don't love tracking, maybe you could just start with just tracking your protein or just tracking your steps or just tracking your water or just tracking what you're eating in the day. Like just simple things that can, I like I said, weights in the gym, so fun to track for me. I think it's because I never did it before and now I can see the like extreme results. So cool. So cool. Okay. Now there's another there's another person that it gets kind of controlling. You track everything and it really is controls everything you do. And you kind of get freaked out when you don't get to track. And then if you're having an off day, then you feel like a failure. Your numbers are tied to your self-worth. We don't want to go there. We want tracking is to be like a flashlight. Like you're just pointing the way ahead. You're not on a leash. You're not being restricted. You're not being controlled. You're not trying to control yourself. You're not trying to punish yourself. What we want to do is maybe you're going to loosen up a little bit and you're going to do guardrails where and this is what helps me is when I know that I'm not going to eat according to plan, I just don't eat according to plan. Like it's a switch that I just plan my breaks. And then I still feel in control. So I'm like, well, I already planned this. I'm cool. That is so important because then you're just released from all that emotional stuff. Okay. So, and then track, instead of obsessively tracking everything, track patterns. Like, how do I feel today? And because one of our things is I want you to start listening to your body because I believe your body will tell you all you need to know. Track your energy level, track your bloating of your tummy, track your puffiness, there are so many other things. Listen to your body because your body communicates all the time. So if tracking creates fear for you, I want you to loosen the grip, but I don't want you to quit. I still want you to track. I just want you to be softer about it. Okay. So like obsession, we don't want to be obsessed. There is a good obsession and then there's a bad obsession. So bad obsession is if you use numbers or tracking for punishment. We don't want to do that. We don't want to look for perfection. It's not a thing. Perfectionism is not a thing, but it can absolutely stop you from making any kind of progress, is that idea of perfectionism. Control and then shame. We don't want any of those things. What we do want, the good obsession, is awareness. Awareness, just knowing what we're doing with our bodies. Ownership, pure and simple. I'm owning what's going on here. This is mine. I am in charge. Honestly, the only thing you are in charge of in your life is this right here. That you truly are responsible for is right here. You also, let's get obsessed with tracking progress in all sorts of ways. We are looking for data. When we are looking for data and we're making it logical, that's all good obsession. So the goal is not perfect tracking. The goal is just being confident in the decisions that we're making. Intentional decisions. So here's your power shift challenge, my friends. For the next 7 days, I want you to track one thing. Not necessarily that you're going to change it yet, but I want you to learn from it. What did you notice? What surprised you? What was easier than you thought it would be? Tracking is not about doing more, doing less, eating less, not necessarily. It's just about understanding yourself better. So 1 week, one number, and I'm excited to see what you gain from that, because we got to know our body to listen to our body to change our body. So let's go do it, girls. Have a power shift